I'm back. Recording's running. Welcome to the 14th Friday Graze. We like to do all of our Graze times by insane time zones. So once again, this one was based off the Tehran time zone according to Llama Bro. And then the next one will be the Killing Fields. What was that one? The Phnom Penh Killing Fields, whatever it was. Pol Pot. That was an old person joke. Hawthorne's here. We got Phil from Zunami, and got a little bit of news coming in this morning. We can talk about that after we harass Phil for a little while. Pol Pot joke 7 seconds after waking up. right where my brain goes. Straight to dictator jokes. Mass murder dictator jokes. Pounding coffee and a shake. Phil, how are you doing this evening in Istanbul?
Perfect, Friday. So many news today.
A lot of news, right?
Yeah.
When did you guys let me drop this stream. When did you guys deploy that pool that you posted this morning?
We deployed it yesterday. Today we deposited some liquidity into them. I think tomorrow we will start the voting for the gouge, something like this.
Congratulations on getting that pool up.
Yeah, congrats. A whole new chapter.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see how it goes. Today we will not announce the launch because we need some space in this DeFi stage. Uni and Llama deploy, take all the space.
Yeah, so you want to wait for like some of the noise to die down. You get like the biggest Uni news in 2 years, and then a stealth Llama deployment on the morning that you're supposed to announce yours. They didn't check with you before they cut in line, did they? Sons of bitches. So you want to give us a little background on like the Zunami protocol and your omnipools, Phil?
Yeah, sure. So in a few words, we create omnipools and issue stablecoins on top of them. So each stablecoin, each Zun stable has its own omnipool as a collateral. The omnipool operates as a yield aggregator by providing liquidity to the multiple strategies and reinvesting the profits. And all the management of those omnipools is on chain. So DAO manage the addition of new strategies, the rebalancing of funds between the strategies. So in few words, like this.
That's cool. So you have your own assets. Are those like stable coins? And I saw you had like a ETH, right? Did you make that design choice to kind of pass all the volume into those? Is that kind of how the flow works?
So when you deposit stablecoins into the omnipool, you receive stablecoins back. We already have developed stablecoin for USD, stablecoin for ETH. And I think our next steps is to deploy more aggregated stablecoins for CRV, for BTC, for gold, and other something like this.
Oh, great! That's really cool.
I read in the docs about like the problem that you're trying to solve being lots of different stables and being able to like swap seamlessly or like with less slippage across them. Is that the main concept?
I think that we don't have any competitor in the space right now because we introduced something new. We call it aggregated stablecoins. I think it's organic evolution of any markets when something called like aggregated creating. For example, we don't have any competitor like stablecoins because any stablecoins are happy to partner with us because we can include the stablecoins into our omnipools and provide liquidity into those stablecoins. Also, we can void and include stablecoins into our APS. It's the thing like, it's like Frax AMO. We can create a pool with the Zun stable and this stable coin and include this pool into our APS and provide liquidity into this pool. So other stable coins are happy to partner with us as platforms like Convex, like Curve, like StakeDAO. Also happy to partner with us because we provide liquidity. So maybe Origin ETH and Origin USD have similar approach, but I don't like the style of these protocols because they provide liquidity into themselves. If you check the collateral, it's something like half of the collateral is in its own tokens. And the collateral managed not like omnipool, so you can't void, you can't change the liquidity allocation of liquidity in those omnipools. So I think it's something new from us.
Has this always been the plan? I know you went from V1 to V2 and you're just kind of getting a V2 online. Is this has this always like kind of been the vision? Like I think it's really great because like liquidity and especially as stable coins grow better together. But yeah, just kind of curious about like V1 to V2. Was that just like security updates, or did you make design changes too?
It's not only a security update, but of course we focused on security too much. We conduct more than 3 audits with companies like PickShield, with Nomoi, with Axorio, but we introduced new features like the main thing is Zun token and all governance around the omnipools and other stuff, and features like recapitalization. So using Zunami as a protocol for providing liquidity in stablecoins adds an extra layer of insurance with the recapitalization mechanism. For example, Zunami utilize only top-notch stablecoins like crvUSD, USDT, and USDC. However, in the event of Black Swan occurrence, staked Zuns will cover the losses. Also, there will be weekly voting on Zun distribution between gauges. It will be something similar like Prisma and the earn section on the website, and other features that we will introduce in the blog post, I think in Monday or definitely on next week.
So looking for the blog post next week with more descriptions of what the rollout's going to entail. The current pool that you posted last night is crvUSD and ZunUSD. And
Yeah.
then will you do tri-pools and pools that have like USDC and inside of a with other stables, or are you going to have a different pair for each one of these initial launch pools?
There will be new pools in future, of course, but the general will be with the crvUSD, definitely, because we love Curve. And
Nice.
I believe the crvUSD is the best stablecoin on the market, to be honest. If you don't use the leverage and on the crvUSD, you have to do it right now, because with this if market, it's to be honest, this soft liquidation from Michael Egorov is something crazy. It's really without risk you can bet on if, and it's amazing. It's
Yeah, we were talking
really
about that last week for like about how Curve gets zero news and zero, doesn't get any press, and how huge the soft liquidation concept is, and how it changes the entire marketplace, and it's got zero play, right? Like nobody even talks about it except for like the 30 of us. It
yeah,
feels like
yeah, exactly. But
Nobel Prize
when
for soft licks.
when I describe this thing to my friends, they just can't believe in this. To be honest, you just have to try, and this situation on the market is perfect way to try.
So
Yeah, that's a great point.
after you guys get the gauge up on the first pool, and you start incentivizing that pool, and if you wanted to partake, you would just, you say you had US dollar coin and you would just swap it for crvUSD and deposit crvUSD one-sided or single-sided into your first pool.
Yeah, something like this.
Okay.
So users just need to deposit stables in this pool, and or better to use our APS, but it will be more described. More details about APS will be next week.
Okay. Go ahead, Al. Sorry, I cut you off like twice already.
Oh no, all good. I'm just eating my breakfast. So
Okay, then I'll ask, what are you having for breakfast? I mean, you can't leave me hanging like that.
oh man, just some oatmeal, and nothing fancy.
Fresh grass.
Yeah, exactly. Alfalfa.
Meanwhile, Phil, it's like 8 o'clock at night on a Friday night for Phil, and we're just keeping him
Yeah.
on at the computer.
Yeah.
He's got like his phone's blowing up. He's got friends going clubbing or whatever you guys do in Istanbul, whatever badass events you guys have.
Okay, so Phil, are you guys only at mainnet? Or are you gonna deploy anywhere else?
We need to deploy some more smart contracts about strategies on StakeDAO and Convex, but the main things is already done.
Oh, killer. Are you planning to go to any L2s or side chains or anything?
Sure. So we have a plan to issue Zune stable on each L2. So it will be interesting with some new approach from us, but it's our next steps.
Oh, great. Are you going to keep like a minting only to ETH, or how do you plan to approach that with your stables?
The collateral, I think the collateral will store only on ETH, but the stables will be on all L2, something like this.
Killer, that's awesome.
What about the Zunami token that is talked about a lot in the docs that you have up? Is it not been deployed yet, or is it already out there?
No, there is no Zone token yet. We closed the angel round a few months ago without the involvement of any VCs.
Wow.
And focusing only on players from the ecosystem. So we decide not to accept funds from VCs who are only concerned about the price and want to cash out their bags. So on the board we have finalist angels is Mikhail Egorov, from the founder of Curve, Mr. Block from Curve, also C2TP, and Wintro from Convex, all the staked out team like Hubert, Chaga, and the other guys. Machi Big Brother from Cream Finance, CP0X from Yarn Finance, one of the member of their multisig, and other guys that you know our ecosystem. So the Zun token generation when will take place, I think, next month, I hope, and will be something interesting. Yeah.
And that will coincide with the gauges passing for the pools, or the first pool rather.
What?
Once you get the gauge for the pool, then the token generation event will happen shortly after.
I think yeah.
That makes sense.
Congratulations on closing that round. That's quite the lineup of chads you have
Nice,
supporting you.
nice raise, man. We kind of have a theme
Yeah.
with the llamas of it almost has like an anti VC undertone, Hawthorne. I know this sounds hard to believe, but it seems like we all kind of hate VCs.
Well, I think
It's true. They try to give us money. It's true. I just believe me, and we decided inside the team that it's like credit that that cost for us too much, because someone will have to pay for this credit in future. So just the math tell us that we don't have to take this money.
I mean, I think that's really great to be aligned with the ecosystem, and having the leaders and pioneers like at your backing you. I think that's that's the right way to do it, and it's fantastic that you made the choices that you needed to make. You turned down the money in a bear market. I think that speaks a lot about your kind of place in all of this. I think it's fantastic, sir.
Yeah.
And the choice to use crvUSD, for the first pool is important. That's an important gesture, and it means something to us and the Curve Eco. And I think that we're talking about stuff that's like base layer, the rails, like when we talk broadly all the time, Hawthorne and Phil, about Curve building the rails that DeFi runs on. Like your project is a really perfect example of, I think, what Mitch is trying to do with crvUSD. And where
Yeah,
to be honest, trying to take the eco.
We also the omnipool include only strategies with the crvUSD. So inside omnipool, we will use crvUSD USDT and crvUSD USDC strategies inside. So I think we have to double crvUSD TVL.
Nice.
Wow, that's great.
So wait for your announcement, your blog post on next week. Obviously follow you guys on Twitter. Do you guys have I'm sorry, I sound like a total noob. Do you have a Discord server? I'm not in it if you have one.
Yeah, we have.
Can you drop the invite link in the chat?
Sure.
Thanks.
Of course.
I was doing my show prep, Hawthorne, but I obviously didn't join the Discord server. It's like
you only had one job. You had to click one button.
Yeah. Like you're interviewing a celebrity and you don't follow them on Instagram. You're like, hey, can I get your Instagram tag so I can follow you?
Are you on this thing called the internet?
Oh, hold on. Just chill, guys. I'm gonna have to go through some captchas real quick. Let me see if I can fail this verification. I'll make sure to put the Zunami Discord link in the announcement for the recording. And then all of, obviously, the Twitter I'll put that on there too. Is there anything else that you wanted to get like drop on us, Phil, or give us any kind of teasers or anything before we wrap up?
I think that's all. Thanks for inviting me.
Just brought up Neo.
Oh, it's Mike from Zunami.
Welcome, Mike.
It's always
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so sorry for delay. I have the business here, and only now I can connect. And I think you speak a lot about our product, about marketing with Phil. And if you have any technical question, anything, I'm here to answer. And again, sorry for delay.
No problem. Yeah, we pretty much ran through the whole thing with Phil, and he gave us the news that you guys are going to drop this announcement on Monday, and you get the first pools already up. Going to get a gauge vote going on it, and the token generation event for the Zune token should be soon-ish. Anything else that you wanted to add, Mike?
I think I want to clarify that in our second version of Zunami, we've worked a lot on the problem which we have before, and now we have 3 audits of our software, and now we are ready to launch and start the progress. And I think that you will hear a lot about us in near future.
He had quite the audit lineup there.
What?
Could
you repeat?
Like a good list from the audit. I mean, it looks like you guys put a lot of work into it, getting 3 audits. I know that's not cheap. So you obviously put some time into it.
Yeah. And we even brought good connections with Axorio. We made a lot of stuff with them. So we not only, make the audits for the check mark, but also we like to be connected with our audit teams. And we think that each new strategy, each new module or contract, we will audit as soon as it will be ready from our team. So now we would be better connect with audit team, and we like to make these connections, and we didn't do it before, and now we have much stronger relationship with external teams.
You definitely built through the bear.
Yeah.
Hey, don't make sure to come back to the llamas and do some bounties for us when you guys get after your launch. I'm just gonna I have to shill ourselves, Hawthorne. I mean, if I'm gonna have the guys on the call, I might as well try to sell them something. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Mike. I'll make sure to put everything in the recording for you guys so people can find you. And congratulations, and we look forward to Monday or next week when you do the announcement.
Yeah, congrats, you guys. Exciting times ahead.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Yeah, it was a pleasure, guys, to meet you.
We don't have Wagey. He's asleep. Llama Bro is gone, so he can't talk about his shitcoin festival. So what's the Llama Land thing that just went live, Hoth? Do you have like any links to that?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Michael, he posted a position up on it, and he wants everyone to liquidate him, which is hilarious to me.
Like, can he be any more different than all the other founders? Like,
I know, he makes me
throws up
laugh
stuff
so much.
Come get
Yeah.
me.
But yeah, I mean, so this is a soft licks on L2. This is like, in my opinion, it'll be like that moment that, like, you know, everyone kind of is like, all these other lenders don't really make sense, you know.
Yeah, why
I think
go
it will be
anywhere
a
else?
huge, yeah, exactly. It's like a huge revenue driver, and you know, you got these omnipool protocols coming online, which in theory help with all the interest rates, or at least they did the last time around. So I'm really curious to watch the growth of all this with fees, and also the you know, the liquidity of crvUSD.
Liquidity as a service. I like the Zune. I'm going through like the Zunami, you know, like their facts, whatever. Talking about liquidity as a service, like for fee generation for them. The omnipools have a big implication for the growth of the lending of llama land, right?
Well, I mean, I think they can help keep interest rates in a really good place, which like creates more borrowers.
So you say that today was the rollout of soft liquidations on L2s. That's what we think this is, or it is. That is what it is.
I mean, it's a llama land. There's no UI, as far as I know. Jousting's in the crowd. We can hassle him about it, but
when
yeah,
UI,
it looks like the contracts got deployed. It's going to be cool.
no UI right now. Okay, thank you for the clarification. The only thing that we actually knew.
Jousting's like, fuck off, you guys.
So big exciting day. We've got the star of the show being Uniswap, as always, the darling, the unicorn, the VC's favorite, coming back to the table.
the pioneer who's creating a temp check about like a revenue share, like
a simple
changes the
thumbs
game.
up or thumbs down vote on rev share for Uniswap gets you a 70% candle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a new fee too. So it's like, I'm curious how, if that passes, if they're going to be able to, you know, it'll be much harder to be profitable. So hopefully that just, you know, pushes everybody to a curve.
Whatever happened with that with the Hay token? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Speaking of that, now that he's in my head,
I forgot about that. I know, he became your new muse. Dax is over.
Yeah, I'm so over Stacks. Oh God, look at the spike this morning. Okay, it went from 20,000 to 80,000 this morning. On
is that a market cap? I have.
Yeah, what's the market cap?
Okay.
It's $50 million. How does this token have a $50 million market cap? Oh my God. Okay.
That's wild.
So it 4x'd. Because, you know, Hay is leveraged Uniswap. Jesus.
I think it's a leveraged Hayden tweets. That's what I heard.
It is, yeah. But don't use his picture, because he'll sue your ass.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. Okay, so we got that. We got the soft liquid or the LlamaLend rollout, and hopefully some announcements on that. If it's like previous Curve deployments, there's usually several redeployments, right? Like if he's testing in production, he rolls out the first iteration of the contract. He tells people to come liquidate him. He finds a bug. He rolls out a new version. And so it's usually and then people make fun of us while that happens, right? That's like usually the storyline. Every time he rolls.
I think that was the last time around. I'm pretty sure B2 was just one and a done, and
Okay.
B was two. But yeah, we'll see. You know, like the mechanism has been live for quite a while now.
Right. So you shouldn't have to do a bunch of redeployments.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I'm not like the Michael Jordan of on-chain economies like Michael is, but
One Hay ETF. That's the next one.
Yeah.
Hay's gonna have an ETF before ETH. But there was a tweet yesterday that one of those jagoffs from the traditional finance deals said that it's 1 to 2 years out for the ETH ETF. I mean, that's
I saw that.
That's
Yeah,
another full bear cycle and bull cycle before we get to that. That's like there's no
that'd
way
be like,
we're gonna keep this momentum going for 2 more years.
I mean, that would be like the top if it's like all the other cycles. It'd be like ETF at the Pico top, and then we'll
So we've got
crypto's a scam.
Crypto's a scam again.
I know, right? For the next 3 years, I'm hearing that everywhere.
I can't believe we fell for it again, boys. We got another full round turn. I wanted to talk about your. I was just thinking about like other stuff that we can mention because it is kind of like Friday with a wrap up for us, which is we haven't done a Friday Graze on a Friday in I think 3 months. So it doesn't feel like Friday today because it's 8 in the morning for me and Hawthorne though. We have the Frock LP starting tonight. No, this morning, in like an hour and a half, right? 9 o'clock at my time.
I think so.
In like an hour and a half, unless there's been any delays. I haven't had a chance to go catch up on Nose's Discord yet, but
Nose posted the token address, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Oh my god, we gotta post it. We gotta post it. Did you? Is it public?
Well, I mean, we're not gonna. He posted in the Discord. I think we should not. We should not. I mean, it's what OX 42069 babe as the beginning of it. It's like what a Chad move to just like mine addresses till you hit that.
Does he come up with this stuff? Hold on, 42069 babe. That's the first 9 or whatever.
Yeah. It's all about the small details, right?
I mean, that right there is like a meme coin, like without anything else, with no functionality, no AI, no AI memory. We're gonna revolutionize AI memory by turning it on. But forget about that. Cross Twitter Discord integration for multiple platforms. We just need the 42069 babe.
I mean, it's all about the small stuff, right?
So he's talking
amazing.
He's talking about an hour and a half from now, MD, on the LP launch, and then 2 weeks until we have our first cross Discord connection, which I'm hoping is going to be us and Blockmates. I haven't talked to him about that in a month, but hopefully it'll be us. Twitter.
It sounds like there's more Discords too. So I'm curious if it will all be about the same time, which would be pretty cool.
He talked about it starting out cheaper, also for like the scaling purpose. Like you deposit a half or whatever, 1/10 of an ETH, $100-$200, whatever, and then as Frock answers questions and burns computation power, it will remove ETH from your balance for the Discord servers that you're servicing, and it's so you could start out with basically having it cost you nothing, right? Unless people use it, like you can almost test drive it for free.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way to kind of play it. Is you want everyone to start using it because it's a fantastic product, and then after that you make your money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's
ramps itself.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because with Llama AI, we kept having to top it off because everybody liked talking to him so much. We were like, holy shit, everyone loves this. We got to just like keep channeling that money into this.
Yeah, you burned the credits up overnight. Like we'd go to sleep and we'd come back and he'd be locked out because we were out of money. Is he talking about using Frog tokens as being able to buy credits for that?
I believe. I mean, check the docs. But
Makes sense that way.
I'm pretty sure ETH is for prompting and Brock is or all the rest of it. But I don't know if that changed or not. I know they did a whole bunch of like upgrades over the last week.
That's exciting. We got a lot going on with Frog. I think
it'll be really cool.
Twitter will be slower, the Twitter rollout, because he is so into the compliance issues and into the weeds with making sure that Frog doesn't get banned from Twitter for being a bot, right? Like he wants it to be a one-pass deal and not mess it up.
Yeah, and I think like part of it too is that it has to be able to eat enough data, and you don't want to get like banned in this like kind of vulnerable time.
Yes.
So you got to let him sort of eat till he's ready, and then and then after that you can kind of take more chances.
There's a very specific rule set that they have on Twitter on what an automated service can skim. Is that correct? Like in what they can select?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty interesting. Like I think Reddit just sold rights to allowing AIs to use or to allow Google AI to use all the content on Reddit to train. So I think Reddit that was in their going public doc.
So Reddit's figured out a way to monetize allowing bots to like collect the information.
Yeah, and I mean that's like it's interesting because that's like that's what like I think Twitter is also doing, and it's like all these platforms they have to have like tons of shit posts to be able to train these AI models. So it's just kind of like interesting to look back on all the like online communities over the last like 20 years and like how they can be used to help like train these new models.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Pretty exciting. For the Frog deal, it's really, I'm excited that it's happening now and there's so much momentum going. There's still so much hype. It's like the second wave of AI hype. It just kind of died down for a few months and then now it's like all the rage with the token thing. And like,
yeah, I mean,
was just talking about how it's all total vaporware. Like everything's a joke, right? The ones that are actually pumping just are like barely a white paper.
Yeah, right. I never change crypto. I never change.
When's ETH Denver? Next week?
I think it's Monday, maybe. I don't know.
So they got that rolling.
Yeah, that'll probably be a huge sell-off in ether related stuff, as it always is.
Always. We've got the fact that we hit 3K and then Bitcoin hitting 52, and then we also had a massive week of ETF inflows, which was positive. Like we're finally feel like we're done with the selling. I got a bunch of BlockFi emails I had some BlockFi accounts for not me, but other people in my family. And they're distributing cash back, US dollars back for BlockFi positions. So I think that was a big seller. Obviously, we talked about Celsius being constantly selling. The lawyers just are kind of done offloading, and then now I feel like the scale is pivoted back towards inflows, right? Where like now the ETFs are eating more than Grayscale is selling. And that kind of happened last week, right? That was like Friday of last week when they had the 10x ETF inflows, and it's kind of continued this week.
Yeah, because like normally right before the happening, there's like a huge sell-off. So I mean that it could still happen, but it hasn't yet, which is interesting. But, like as the players in the cycle that change the milestones could start to get a little screwy.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna. I mean, it's for sure not gonna stay the same. I mean, it has to get more efficient. It can't be any worse, right? The market has to get smarter at some point.
No.
Just stay the same. Just stay extremely inefficient.
Time is a flat circle.
We had a big convex rally last week, or early this week. The weeks and months just run together. I can't even keep track of it. And we also had some rumors with the Napier thing, right? That was like that wasn't the convex rally, was it? Like onboarding new partner protocols.
Yeah, I mean, I think the convex rally. I mean, you can like point at hype, but also like asymmetry launched, and they ate up a ton of it, and it's interesting to see how like a by AVX correct has in the last few months kind of changed to have like emissions data. So and then you look at the new convex look at website, and boosted staking is the new headline. I just think that like controlling those emissions of all those protocols kind of creates that new a use case to give the token that asymmetry is really exploring right now.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely there was a zero news, right? And it was just like all under the radar type of stuff that was causing the rally. Like it was not. There was no announcements. Like the announcement we got was the front end update. That was it, right? Like yesterday, like, hey, revamped front end.
Yeah,
Who did
and
they hire? They obviously didn't have JJ do that.
I think they have a guy who's always kind of been that person. They just kind of
Full-time
changed the data. Yeah. But I mean, also like Terra and Olympus aren't like just turbo dumping anymore.
Right.
You know that like
it didn't react
Terra position
following the Terra thing finishing. Like when the Terra went to zero or got down to 100,000 TVX left or whatever. Like it did. There wasn't like an instantaneous rally. Like it took weeks. There was a couple-week lag. Maybe people just realized that these assholes are finally done unloading it.
Yeah, I mean, like it bottomed at what, like 250, and it's been up only since then. Like if you look at the chart, so it's just a lot of that sell pressure's gone, and also like the tokens emissions are pretty much now just the podium streams, which is pretty interesting as well. That they have that. God, it was like a 15 million coins they just recycle around through there.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? Like that's the last of the emissions now is them paying their own holders.
Yeah, right. Like to grow their TVL and their pools. It's like can't really get much more targeted than that. It's like a pretty cool, actually. It's gonna be hard to get a. It's gonna be a pretty hard to get a coin. Hopefully, crossing my fingers and knocking on all the wood, but
when we find where convex has like those like spurts of activity and excitement, curve is just constantly unchanging, never-ending shipping under like a brand new, like we talked about soft licks being, Nobel Prize worthy technology that nobody listens to or talks about. So we've got a lot of curve bull case stuff kind of coming down this year, like these next few months. Like one is the deployment to L2. Then we've got this Llama Land concept. crvUSD is behind us and it's working and it's been great. And then we've got the thing that I've been talking to you about for the last several months is the emissions cliff, or for the team, right? The team emissions. So
yeah. So I mean, the protocol becomes profitable in August at the current levels of like bear market, whatever, like early bull. So
if no fee, the fees stay exactly where they are right now, and we didn't increase TVL or didn't increase activity at all or swap activity.
Yeah, like you're not launching a llama land. You're just hanging out in your Australian mansion. It would be profitable in August.
All right, and it changes.
And
emissions changed pretty drastically on that team emission cliff number, and I think that was way sooner than August.
I think that's the end. Is that yeah? Like it's like August is when team emissions end and the protocol becomes profitable. The emissions have halved officially, and the initial curve lock come up. So it's going to be a interesting late summer for sure.
So the initial, like the first in the angel round, the seed round, those are were those 3-year locks?
No, it was it's the when the token deployed and they launched the BE tokenomics. So that was which I was in, which I'm in the group of locked all my curve for 4 years, and yeah, that comes up. So I'm curious to see what players remain, if anyone will choose to sell. We'll see.
We're going to chop emissions. We're going to get everything slows down on dilution or on the cliff, but at the same time we have massive unlocks.
Yeah, so it'll probably be pretty spicy.
Yeah, imagine. But you think that they front run some of this, or they have been front running it all this time, always have been.
Well, I mean, and also if like revenue, I believe if revenue 3x it will be profitable to today, and then it'll just become even more profitable in August. But
right.
I think that will probably change the calculus as like how profitable it is based on emissions and everything.
Exciting times, and hopefully we can get some action on our stuff that we're doing for Curve and deliver what we're working on into the August gaping mouth of insane volatility.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, it'll be really cool. I think because like the protocol, like, at the time when they launched the token, it was like a yearn was the one kind of a player. So it's kind of crazy to look back at everything that's kind of changed and matured and evolved, and all the new kind
There's
of
so many
like
mechanisms
mechanisms and
protocols
tech
built
came
on
out.
top of it.
Yeah, and it was only a stable swap back then, as well. So
Oh
now
yeah,
you have like
I forgot about that.
V2 and NG and all these other new like mechanisms and curves, and yeah, it's interesting. It always cracks me up that everyone like talks about like at Michael's like house, but like he like never quit. He like comes to work every day, but no one talks about that. It's just about like his house.
Only the negative view, not the
Yeah,
fact that
because
he's
it's like,
cheating daily.
you got like a Rune left, Kane left, Danny kind of like pivoted away, and all those guys have come back, which is I think fantastic. But like Michael, it never left.
Yeah, just stayed here and kept building.
Yeah.
Also, one last thing before we wrap, because I got 1 minute left. We've got a lot of Polygon news this week too, and that's a big connection for us because they're our top bounty and our biggest supporters when it comes to like paying our llamas. So are they teasing an announcement, or do we know what it is? Is it the delayed ZK rollout?
Well, it's the ag layer that they came on to the Graze to talk about, that you can
Okay.
like connect all these chains together into one place, and like completely change the UX, and
So
of like the 24 badges we've done for Polygon, like most of those has been either integrating or building this with them.
bridge connections into the ag layer. So the ZK function for them is that's just going to be the ETH connection, but the ag layer will be the pool where all the chains connect to, and then Polygon becomes the bridge for all the chains that they're connected to. Okay, so that's a pretty big announcement, I guess.
But yeah, and I mean, and it will all integrate into it. Like like cow swap will integrate into it, and then you have solvers like everywhere. It's pretty cool in my humble opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, and Robo's chiming in that the llamas are currently top of the convergence booster vote, which is absolutely fantastic, and like I'd love to see the herds hustle, like paying off.
So convergence is taking a page from the FX token like playbook, right? For the paying
Yeah, they're doing a
to
booster program. Yeah, which I think that's a really amazing mechanism. I'd like to see more of.
Do they have convergence? Are they dropping convergence? Is that what you're getting paid in, Odin?
Yes, it'll be not locked convergence. The max any one person can get is 20%. I mean, it's a copy of Aladdin's booster program.
Nice. So
And I
unlocking
believe this round is 100,000 convergence.
Cool.
And the llamas are right now at, I think, 10% of the vote.
Killer.
Yep.
There's still, I think, probably about 10 days left, 12 days left. So there's still plenty of time. Get your votes in, but.
And what are you voting with?
VECVG.
Okay, got it.
And it's on Snapchat.
I've heard of this VE idea before. think.
I'll yeah, no, I'll post the link to it here, but yeah, it's definitely they got inspired by Aladdin's booster program, so it's been an interesting one. And then the big thing that is supposed to be happening is that you can actually you're not going to keep it forever, so you have to like continue to keep contributing to maintain the status.
Okay.
Cool.
So
So
PvP,
they're gonna reward activity.
yeah, and then
I
so
love the concept
people
of
will
that.
get trimmed for sure.
So I'm not just
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get
free
slashed,
CVG.
Cogsy.
I knew it.
You're
I'm
gonna-
not just. I
you're-
can't just like sit back and enjoy the drip. I have to actually do something. And right now, my drip of CVG is just coming directly from Odin. So he just pays. He's like, here's your 4 CVG for the day. Keep talking about us. And this is how the backrooming thing works.
Well, and
Did
that's
you ever
the
get one of those NFTs, Cogsy? Did you ever? Get one of
No.
hey,
Peppers?
now's the
Oh.
time. People keep like going weird, really weird low offers. One just sold for 0.4 Ethereum, and one
What?
just sold 0.7. And yeah, we have like a gated channel, and people are like, we'll buy it higher. Like, just come here first over the counter.
Wow. Not too sure I trust that Biscuit Olivia guy though.
Yeah, Biscuit Olivia is going to steal all of.
He's gonna own them all. What happens when we run out of CVG Pepes? That's always the
Already
question
out.
we get. What
So
happens when you run out?
we actually there was an error because you can burn your NFT and you get there's a 1-to-1 ordinal for it, and so you can get the Bitcoin or ordinal, and they're all, I believe, sub 100,000. Which I don't know if any of that's important, but that's what they were really hyped about. If you do this, the yield you will get is streamed in Bitcoin.
Unbelievable.
Well, so
That's
3 people have
amazing.
done it. 3 people have done it, and it actually caused this the problem where there's supposed to be, I think, 112, 117. Well, it ended up being an extra 3. So 3 new ones got minted, and so they honored it.
That's cool. That's a cool function.
But yeah, I just posted the link to the Friday Gaze chat.
Nice. Thank you. And we definitely need to do an announcement about that, Hoth, that like once again, we come to you asking for your CVG votes. Like we are the partner protocol that's whitelisted for the CVG booster program. We should have KMETs on to talk about that. Or have him and like or have Odin and KMETs together and see.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be super fun.
Who can kiss our ass better?
Well, you guys, as soon as you guys get your airdrop, you'll be the largest voting block, period.
Nice.
For now. But
Oh, you mean our initial airdrop, the big giant one?
yes.
Yeah, that's not going to the treasury. That's going to my wallet.
Well, you'll be the largest voting block then. You'll have the power.
That is absolutely terrifying.
Well, no, I accidentally I was one of the first people to lock, and I locked my initial airdrop. And so I was something like, at the time, 10% of the vote at the first round. So I just, as a test, voted for a pool I wasn't even in. And then all these people flocked to it. Well, I didn't realize that if you move your vote at the last second, it'll change. It doesn't lock in the rewards. So all these people for 2 weeks were farming the Dala LP, and then I moved it to Pendle to help with that. It's all these people got nothing.
You
Oh
wrong
my
with those
God.
So
guys.
bad. I was like, I'm so sorry. This was a
Riot
test.
outside your house.
Yeah. That LP was about 30,000, and it's back. It's like 10K now. And people left. Oop.
The dollar.
Everyone's gonna be salty at you about the gas cost, I'm sure.
God. Yeah, and it was not. Well, and that's the thing is right now, it's very easy with a very small VE CVG position to push a lot of liquidity because a lot of people are locking in for the yield side and not voting.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
the other alpha is whenever staked out gets it finished, is they have vote market planned, supposed to be this month, for convergence. So the bribes
Oh, that's cool.
should be potentially coming. Excuse me, vote incentives should be coming.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can call it whatever we want to call it. Whatever we think, because it is kind of just like a lobbying. So if we're gonna try to be politically correct, we should just call it politically sanctioned bribing.
See, GMAC emissions. It's only right now. It's whatever staked out pools are. Convergence and Frax integrations are coming soon.
Ooh,
But I think it's still all mainnet.
did you mean to say convex is
Yes, convex.
main or okay?
There's
Cool.
too many C's, too many. I
I
get
know.
I get convergence and curvance mixed up all the time as well.
Dude, me too.
But yes, convex and Frax are the next planned integration, and that is real soon, faster than we were expecting. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But it's not going to be the same type of liquid locker. Like we're not trying. The goal isn't to be like bent down, but I think it's going to be interesting.
Sorry, I was muted. I've got people yelling at me on my phone right now, so I'm going to go kill the recording and wrap it.
Perfect.
We were over by a few minutes. Sorry, Hawthorne. I know you have a very busy schedule. I'm working on your time tree right now, making sure that you and Panda have all your meetings set up properly. There's no overlap. You guys have time for cocktails in between.
That's
And-
impossible to make that work.
Thanks for coming up, Odin, and
Yeah, thanks,
about
Odin.
CBG. That's definitely something that we need to talk about in the tweet. I've got like a triple announcement coming up here for this recording and then your snapshot. Thanks, Hoth, and thank you for Zunami.
Yeah, omnipools are here, and yeah, they're pretty exciting. Yeah, it was great to talk to them today, and thank you for coming, everybody, and anyone who's tuning in on the recording.